Wes Streeting, the health secretary, was saying this morning, saying this exercise, he said, may be a triumph of hope over experience.
Yes, I heard that.
Which I think is an interesting acknowledgement that there is a real political jeopardy in trying to create political consensus but in something that will take several years to achieve, and looks like it won't report until shortly before the next general election.
Cheers, Harry. Thanks very much
Cheddar
indeed.
catering.
That's our political correspondent, Harry Farley. Let's have a look at the weather. Got the BBC's weather presenter Elizabeth Rizzini here to tell us what to expect. So, where are we at this particular moment? Now, I'm sitting here in Cardiff with the sky so blue, it's putting my retina up.
Beautiful, Adrian. Yes, good afternoon. Well, some very cold air, of course, though. Temperatures were well below freezing this morning, -5 in Usk, -8 actually in Oxfordshire. Blue skies at the moment for many of us towards the south. It's a little cloudier further north, and there are some wintry showers around as well, Adrian. So we've got these showers just feeding through on this northwesterly wind. So they're most likely, or certainly happening down through the Cheshire Gap towards some of these Irish Sea coasts, bit over the Northern Ireland, towards the higher ground, and then down through the North Sea facing coast and across northern Scotland as well. It's a northwesterly wind. It's quite brisk in places, but some sunshine and a bit cloudier through the north, but it's certainly largely dry. That's going to change, not tomorrow, but on Saturday night into Sunday. So we've got some disruptive snow on the way for some of us.
And I know it's difficult to predict exactly where and when the snow will come, but what's your best attempt at that?
Yeah, we'll give it a go. Of course, we're starting to firm up on the forecast, but snow is notoriously difficult to predict. But it only a slight shift in temperature or intensity of the rain becoming snow for it all to change. But this is what we think is going to happen. I'll just go through a couple of the risk warning, by the way. Risk of icy stretch north and the west, and some fog further south. But tomorrow looks largely dry, and then this rain that's going to be pushing in. Now, south of England and South Wales, it's quite likely that we are going to see some snow, but it's not going to last. So you might look out of your window in, say, I don't know, Oxfordshire or Devon, Somerset, out towards even London and for parts of West and East Anglia, and see some snow for a while on Saturday night. But it will be turning back to rain quite quickly as the night wears on. So I don't think any snowmen here have got milder air digging in. The place where we're most likely to see the worst of the snow, I think, is probably North Wales, especially over the higher ground, and then into the North Midlands and up through the Pennines. So northern England generally. For Northern Ireland, I think we'll also see some snow, and then up through the southern uplands, and that is going to happen through the day on Sunday. So by Sunday morning, it'll already be quite snowy, I think, across the central swathe of the country, and then the snow will gradually push its way further northwards into the southern uplands and up through parts of eastern Scotland as well. Now, for some of us, there will be 30 to 40 centimetres of snow. That's most likely for the Pennines, for the southern uplands, parts of North Wales as well. But elsewhere around that region, there could be up to, say, 5 to 10 centimetres of snow. And there are now 2 amber weather warnings issued by the Met Office.
You're not the only one.
Snow and ice towards the north and slightly further south. That's for snow and ice, and then towards the north of that, so for the higher ground, southern Scotland, then we've got a weather warning just for snow, and those are valid from Saturday night into Sunday. I would say take a look at the BBC Weather website or on your app. All of the details on those warnings are there, but it's really that central part of the country where we're going to be seeing the worst of the snow as we head through Saturday night, through the day on Sunday. Is it going to turn milder everywhere? Because it will certainly be mild in the south on Monday. Well, the answer to that is no, because then we draw down really wind as the low pressure clears, and there'll be more wintry showers, and again, very low temperatures.
Still a lot of people inside and they're leaving. They used to a long time ago. Fancy walking up this hill every morning.
12. Let's talk football. Matt Jarvis joins us. How are you, Matt? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yes, very well, thank you.
I've got a number of matters I wish to discuss. Four questions I'd like to just add to this list. First, will Liverpool blink ever? Are they ever going to falter? What on earth has gone into Forest new philosophy, and what the devil has happened to Wolves. What are they suddenly getting right? So where do you want to start with that? Let's get the Wolves one out of the way, shall we? What have Wolves started doing right?
Yes, absolutely. I'm delighted for Wolves as well. They've, it has been very tricky for them recently, but I think there's been a number of different things. I think, Matt Doherty's form as well, playing in like a centre back as well. He's been outstanding. I think a new manager, everyone gets a little bit revitalised as well. Cunha's one of them players that he'll get into any top side at the moment. The way he's playing is phenomenal. He's going to be a huge miss for them with being suspended, but it's confidence, I think, as well. That they've leaked too many goals, and they conceded 2 against Spurs, but before that, there's 2 clean sheets there, which is a huge plus for them, and that's something that they're going to have to keep hold of, because they can score goals. They've shown that already this season, but they have top players in that team, and for a long period of time in this season, I've been saying that they'll be fine. I was just keep on hoping more than anything, but they really have. They've turned a corner now, and I fully expect them to just keep creeping.
I'm surprised nobody live in here. Make a house.
Their former manager,
Walk up here every day.
2 or 3 managers
Car.
ago now, is Espirito Santo. He's now.
I never had a car bloody 20
Forest,
BC.
absolutely pulling up trees there. What's their secret suddenly? Well, it's not sudden, is it? I mean, they've been, on the up.
Yeah, well, I think if you remember a time where he was under a lot of pressure as well. It wasn't, the results weren't going for him, and there's a lot of people not really happy. Now he's turned this corner. That's like 5 wins in a row. It's the first time since '95. Incredible. But they are a team. If you've watched them play, they're a team. Everyone's working for each other. They've got exciting players. Gibbs White, obviously a former Wolves as well. He's a talent. He's able to link up in that number 10 role. We got Alanga. They've got an old school centre forward that loves to be in the box and loves to get his head or anything on any cross that comes in, and that's what they do. They get the ball wide. Alanga. They've got Hudson-Odoi as well. Like, these players that like to beat a player and put a ball in the box, and they've got Chris Wood that's screaming at them to do it. And if they do put any sort of a decent ball into the box, he's winning it. And that's the season that they're having, and they're solid at the back. They've got really top players, and they're riding that wave at the moment, and it's enjoyable to see.
And what about Liverpool? Will they ever blink? This is how we used to feel about Man City. They'll just never put a foot wrong, and then they started doing it and couldn't get out of the habit of putting the foot wrong. Although they have now. If in a way when Leicester is turning the corner, but it's something. But what do you think about Liverpool?
You're gonna stop in here.
I mean, they can't.